finale has finally arrived. Playoff stakes are still up for grabs. One team will likely get into the postseason regardless of the outcome in the Cardinals. The Tigers, on the other hand, will have to win, plus have their opponent from last week lose. Even after tonight's game, the smoke still may not clear until tomorrow night. Tonight's game will be very telling as to who will have the third and fourth slots in the region to determine who will play beyond this week. From 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia, the Georgia Media Network Services presents high school football. Tonight's matchup features the 6-3 Tigers of Jonesboro and the 3-5 Cardinals of Jonesboro, and the 3-5 Tigers of Monday's Mill from Jonesboro. Tonight's forecast in Hampton is 47 degrees, but it feels like 46 degrees and cloudy. Alongside director and producer Dennis Thomas, I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for joining us. And we will take a brief timeout and set it up for you for this season finale region matchup. For the last two seasons, the Cardinals and Tigers have done football battle to conclude the regular season for the second consecutive season. Looking at the Jonesboro Cardinals, their numbers, they look a little bit better than what the Cardinals numbers, Jonesboro numbers look a little bit better than the Tigers numbers. However, the Monday's Mill Tigers numbers really isn't all that telling. It's one of those situations where you will have to watch the Tigers to see how good they are and where they lack. What they do not lack is in the running game for the Tigers. They average 114 yards per carry. They average a little over 100 yards passing. As for Jonesboro, they average 81 yards per carry or per game. And the passing for the Cardinals, they average 132. It is time to shake, rattle, and roll. The visiting Jonesboro Cardinals. They will receive the opening tip. Red helmets, red jersey, red numbers for the jerseys, white shirts, white pants. As for Monday Mills, they are in their dark gray attire with the orange numbers trimmed in white, gray pants, gray jerseys with the stripes on the sleeves of the shirts and stripes down the side of the pants. It is time to shake, rattle, and roll from Hampton, Georgia, and we are underway. It is a line drive kick that will roll out of bounds, and so the Cardinals will get the party started on a positive note. And that's not what the Tigers need to start off a game where the odds are very much stacked against them. As we bring in, they're going to re-kick. No penalty. Well, there is a penalty because the ball went out of bounds, but the Jonesboro, they are going to have to wait for another kick. And now we bring in our director and producer, Dennis Thomas. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good afternoon. A Thursday afternoon ball game. Just want to remind everybody out there to make sure you follow. What's those things? Make sure you go on YouTube and you follow us on YouTube and Facebook, and also subscribe. You also can chat in tonight. We're gonna put the chats up live for you, and that's all I got.
We may never hear from him again for the rest of this broadcast. The next kick is a short kick caught at the 25, running far side to the 30, and wrapped up and taken down at the 30-yard line. Could not get much going there. And the Jonesboro offense will take the field first. In their last game, they played Creekside. That's been a very challenging opponent for everybody and lost that game 27-20. The Cardinals are 6-3 overall. They are 4-2 in region play. And the Cardinals and the Tigers, they are in a very interesting situation pertaining to the regional standings that we will get into as the evening goes forward. But it is first down and 10 from the 30-yard line to the far left hash. It's a low snap, throw in the flat. It is complete. Nope, it's another pass that was incomplete. Wild sequence of play there. The ultimate intended receiver was Devon Rainey, as Malcolm Simmons tried to catch the pass or tried to throw the pass down the field, and that did not turn out well there. Cardinals Region 3 5A as they move from left to right on your screen. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Turning the corner near side. Now running up the middle of the field. And the carry was by Caden Bryant. Other games in the region from last week drew all over Forest Park 39-2, and it was Woodward Academy all over Tri-Cities 49-7. It is third down and 6 from the 34-yard line. There's the clap. Is going to be a rollout to the far side. Eludes one defender, running the other way, stumbling, eluding defenders, trying to, and does, still stumbling, and ultimately taken down from behind. Chadrick Gardner, your starting quarterback, tried to take us back to the Michael Vick days and gained a whole lot of nothing there. So we will have ourselves a punting situation come on, as it is Anthony Lobo with the punt. There's the snap. There's the kick. Spiraling, nice kick. And fair catch waved and made by Anthony Griffin. So now Monday's Mill will get the ball for the first time in this game. In a scoreless game, 10-17 to play, as the Jonesboro's marching band, they are already in position. As for Monday's Mill, they are making themselves a grand entrance even after the kickoff. But it is first down and 10. It's going to be a handoff, dancing, running up the middle. Had Curtis Bowden, among others, on the carry from starting quarterback Dejon Springer. Looking at the Monday's Mill Tigers in their last game, they were shut out badly by Banneker, 55 to absolutely nothing. 3-5 overall, 3-3 in region play. There's a snap. It's going to be a draw, turning the corner near side, has a blocker, still on his feet, stumbling his way and taken down right around the 50-yard line. Well, like that was Seth Gamble on the carry there. As the Tigers, they move from right to left on your screen. This is a regional game, as the Tigers, they are also in 5A, Region 3. It is first down and 10, active 50. The ball is on the near left hash. It is a snap, handoff, running up the middle It was Sean Jarrett with the carry, and it was Curtis Bowden with the tackle. Monday's Mill are in a two-way tie for third place coming into tonight's game with Banneker at 3-3. That was a gain of 3. Tigers inside Cardinals territory at the 47-yard line on the Clayton County Schools Public Schools logo is a snap. Is going to be a quarterback keeper turning the corner inside the 45 and stepping out of bounds at the 40 is DeJon Springer. And that should be enough for a first down. Creekside and Woodward are 6-0 in the region, and they will play for the Region 3 5A title tomorrow night. For all intents and purposes, that is the game of the week in the region, as Woodward Academy hasn't lost a game all season. It's going to be a handoff up the middle on 3rd and 1. A short gain by Jared Gibson. We had Caden Bryant, among others, in on the tackle. And still don't know if that's a first down or not, and it is, as the chain gang continues to move towards the left side of the field. So that is a first down for the Monday's Mill Tigers. So first down and 10 from the 41. Shotgun formation, high snap, taken. Running up the middle is the halfback. Did not gain a whole lot of yardage there. Creekside and Woodward will have the first 2 playoff spots locked up in the region. So those 2 teams are going to the playoffs regardless of the outcome that'll take place tomorrow night, as the Eagles and Seminoles will finish in first or second. Just don't know which team will finish first or which team will finish second. Second down and 10. It was a no gainer on that one. Springer under center. There's a snap. It's a play fake. Rolling out. Flag down. Turning the corner. 40. Near side. 30. Stepping out of bounds. It is likely to be a hold against Monday's Mill. And it was a sideline warning. Sideline warnings already. Well, they can't blame the band because the band showed up late, but nonetheless, they have just about completed their process on making their way into the bleachers. So the ball is down at the 31-yard line. Ball is on the near left hash. Out of the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the far right. Springer sandwiched between two halfbacks, and we have movement up front. That's going to be a false start against the Cardinals. That's their first penalty of the game. The battle for the last 2 playoff seeds, 3rd and 4th play. Monday's Mill has to beat a Jonesboro team they haven't beaten going back to 2010. So it's first down and 5, ball at the 26-yard line. Springer with the clap. There's a snap handoff, running near side to the left, turning the corner. Another flag down, still in bounds, and ultimately taken out of bounds by Curtis Bowden. And that was Seth Gamble with another run. But we have laundry on the field, and it is likely against the Tigers. So it looks like it's going to go back.
They taunting the other man to play something.
It is a hold, and it is going to go back. But that was a good run, though, by Gamble. If Banneker beats Forest Park and Monday's Mill beats Jonesboro, Banneker, and Monday's Mill will finish the season at 4-3 in region play. First down and 20 from the 38-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff from the pistol. It's Gamble trying to turn in corner, and he's wrapped up, and he is taken down. Kanye Varner was the man for the Cardinals who made initial contact with Gamble to take him down in the backfield. If Monday's Mill lose to Jonesboro for a fifth straight game, the Tigers will not make the playoffs. So we have ourselves a triangle here with this. Monday's Mill has to beat Jonesboro, but Jonesboro has already beaten Banneker earlier this season, and Banneker beat Jonesboro. On 2nd and 24, throw in the flat, catch made near side, tackled on the numbers. That was Walden as well as Damian Wilson, among others, on the tackle there. Games in the region this week: Forest Park 2-6 at Banneker, who's 4-5. Banneker still has a shot at making the playoffs, but they must win their game and they must hope for a Monday's Mill loss tonight. Drew 2-6 at Tri-Cities 1-7. And then the game of the week in the region, Creekside, who's 8-1, will be at Woodward Academy, who is 9-0. On 3rd down and 20, ball goes back to the 40-yard line. We have flags thrown, encroachment against the Cardinals. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. So what it was 3rd and 20, it's now 3rd down and 15. On 1st down, Springer with the clap, dropping back. Here comes the rush, rolling out, back by the 48-yard line, throws far side and throws it out of bounds to the right. Pressure by the Cardinals front line defensively to force a punting situation for the for the Tigers. And we have movement up front again. Curtis Bowden moved prematurely. So what is 4th down and 10 will be 4th down. Well, 4th down and 15 will now be 4th down and 10. So here we go. They're going to try it again. There's the snap. There's the punt. That's a short punt. And a punt will go out of bounds, look like at the 21-yard line. Let's see where they'll mark it. Indeed, it will be at the 21-yard line. So Jonesboro will get the ball back. 4:55 remaining in the first quarter of a scoreless ball game. A must-win ball game, more so for Monday's Mill than what it is for the Jonesboro Cardinals. So 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 21-yard line to the near right hash. Gardner has a man in motion. That was Mitchell. Gardner, drop back to pass, eluding one defender, rolling out, throwing on the run. That will be bobbled and dropped. That was Michael Glover, the intended receiver, had it on his chest, could not come down with it. Deshaun Springer was doing double duties on both sides of the ball, was on the coverage. Jonesboro has the second best record in the region coming into tonight's game. There will be second down and 10, ball from the 26-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the far left. Out of the pistol is Gardner. There's the snap. There's a throw far side. That's complete in the flat. One blocker had turned upfield and tackled along the numbers. Malcolm Simmons, the intended receiver there. As Jonesboro, they are ranked 121st in the state. They are ranked 16th in the region. Third down and 6, ball at the 30. Out of the pistol formation, have 2 wide receivers to the near left, 1 to the far right, halfback behind Gardner, the QB. Have a man in motion. That's Mitchell again. There's the snap. Rolling out and to the right. Throws almost intercepted. Incomplete there. The intended receiver was Malcolm Glover. It is 4th down and 6 as both teams offensively are still yet to find their rhythm. As Alan Sanchez is back for the punt. There's the snap. There's the kick. That is a very short kick. Ball bounced at the 46, trickles across the 50, continuing to take a Cardinals bounce, and it will be downed at the 45-yard line. And we will step aside. 3:38 to play in the first quarter of a scoreless game. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. Monday's Mill will get their second possession of the game. It's going to be a handoff to Gamble, trying to turn the corner and cannot do so. A good tackle in the backfield. Gamble running far right as Donovan Morton comes in and play quarterback. He has been splitting duties with Deshaun Springer. However, the bulk of the quarterbacking duties has been in favor of Donovan Morton. Under 3 minutes to play, scoreless game, first quarter. Second down, it's going to be a handoff to Gamble, crossing the 45, and he's taken down at the 50. Tackle there made by Cameron Leonard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up. Jonesboro beat Banneker earlier this season, 28-21. It is likely Jonesboro will make the playoffs regardless of the outcome tonight. On 3rd down and 11, handoff up the middle. Handoff was by Gamble and looked like he is short of the first down marker by about a yard. Curtis Bowden, among others, was on the coverage there. So it's 4th down and 1. What will the Tigers do? On 4th and 1, they will go for it. The quarterback keeper. Oh, that's very close. Let's see where the ref spots that one. Oh, that's going to be close. Cardinals saying turnover on downs. Tigers say that's a first down. Still no word yet from the officials. The spot is very close. They may have to bring out the chain gang to determine is this a first down or not. Yep, out comes the chain gang from the far side of the field to determine this here spot. And the Cardinals, they forced the Tigers to turn it over on downs. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining. Jonesboro will get their third possession of the game in this first quarter. Well, that's a buzzkill for the Tigers. The Cardinals, they will start from their own 45-yard line. Gardner out of the pistol. There's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper sidestepping and tackled on the hash marks to the far left. Monday's Mills rankings. They're ranked 258th in the state. They are ranked 36th in Division 5A. 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ball is on the far left hash. Loss of 1, so it's second down and 11. Clap, there's the snap. No, play fake. Throws down the seam, almost intercepted. That went through the hands like a hot knife going through butter of Seth Gamble. Correction, that was Sean Jarrett. That was Sean Jarrett who tried to make a pick at midfield. Third down and 11, ball at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the near right. There's the clap, there's the snap. Here comes the outside rush. Gardner going back, eluding, stepping up at the 30, throws down the field. That is incomplete through the hands of Malcolm Simmons. The Tigers, with the blitz from the line of scrimmage, had Gardner going all the way back to the 25-yard line. And with 5 seconds left in the first quarter, the Cardinals will punt. There's the snap. There's the kick. Pretty decent kick. Ball down, bounce at the 30, recovered at the 25, running far side, getting back to the 35-yard line. That's where the Cardinals, where the Tigers will take over at the start of the second quarter. We have ourselves a scoreless ball game between the Jonesboro Cardinals and the Monday's Mill Tigers on the Georgia Media Network Services.
And I just want to remind you that around halftime or shortly after halftime, we're going to talk about the Atlanta Braves and the World Series champs that somebody I know real close to me said that the Braves wouldn't win. So we'll discuss that later at halftime. Commercial. Hey, you got all the commercials over there. Commercial. The written one.
The Georgia Media Network Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with the media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on the Georgia Media Network Services, check us out online at gamedianetworks.com or georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. He's Dennis Thomas, our director and producer. I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. From 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia, of a scoreless regional matchup between Monday's Mill and the Tigers. They have switched sides, so the Tigers, they will move from left to right on your screen. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line, and we have movement up front before the play gets started, and that will be against the Tigers. That's their fourth penalty. Jonesboro has 3. It is a very light crowd on both sides on this very chilly Thursday evening. First down and 15 from the 30. It's going to be a handoff to Gamble, who was wrapped up, and he was taken down once he got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain there. Looked like that was Kanye Varner on the tackle there. Monday's Mill, they've scored 147 points and have allowed 292 coming into tonight's game. It's going to be second down. Plus 10, long ways to go. Here's Morton, his handoff. Gamble with the stiff arm and taken down in the backfield still. That was a good stiff arm takedown, but it did not go for very far. The last game for the last playoff win from Monday's Mill was against Lee County, 41-35 in the second round of the 2013 playoffs. As we have ourselves a timeout on the field, as well as a flag on the field as well.
Commercial.
Unable to make the big game, have family and friends out of state, or just got to work late? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event live. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. So it's third down and 16, ball at the 29. Morton out of the shotgun, eluding one defender, wrapped up, and he will eventually go down. That was Curtis Bowden with the assist on the sack in the backfield of Charlie Morton, or of Donovan Morton,
Yeah. You feeling it. It's coming.
So now another punt situation comes on for the Tigers.
Did you say Charlie Morton?
The punter is back at the 9-yard line. Gets the punt in the air. Fair catch is waved for. and made by Malcolm Simmons. Still a scoreless game from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia, between the Tigers and the Cardinals. 9:56 remaining in the first half. A field possession game on the field, and both marching bands are going at it back and forth. I get the sense that that's what it's going to be throughout the rest of the evening, as the Cardinals would get the ball on their own 46-yard line. That's where they start to drive, moving from a right to left. Gardner out of the pistol has a man in motion. That's Marquise Dunn. With the snap, it's going to be a handoff that goes nowhere. Look like for a yard of loss of 1. Tyrese Williams was stuffed as soon as he got even close to the line of scrimmage. Chadwick Garner, coming into tonight's game, is 63 of 99 for 1,068 yards, 12 touchdown passes thrown. He has 1,158 total yards combined coming into this season, or coming into tonight's game, rather. And it's going to be Bowden, who is wrapped up, lost his helmet, lunges forward, flag down on the field. Curtis Bowden, he's a senior, 6'1", 208 pounds. Tried running the ball up the middle, lost his helmet in the process, and we have laundry on the field. Look like it's going to be against the Tigers. It is against the Tigers. Face mask on the Tigers, and that puts Jonesboro in Tigers territory at the 50-yard line. The ball will be down on the right hash mark, far side. Tyrese Williams, 31 rushes for 126 yards. That is most in terms of rushing yards this season coming to tonight's game. It's going to be Bowden again, and he is wrapped up, and he is taken down immediately. Bowden still looked like he got a yard or two. That was Cameron Leonard with the initial contact there. As Bowden will make his way off the field. Second down and 10 from the 41-yard line coming up as Malcolm Simmons. He has 21 receptions coming into tonight's game. That's tied for most for 600 yards. That is most yards received in among the receiving core for the Cardinals. He also has 6 touchdowns coming into tonight's game. That is also most among the receiving core for the Redbirds. Second down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Gardner dropping back to pass, flag on the field, throws down the field. That is intercepted inside the 35, gets to the 40, cutting upfield, has blockers, and he is trying to cut inside some more. Now to the far side of the field, crossing the 30-yard line and taken out of bounds as the Tigers sideline erupts in celebration. That was the middle linebacker, Chris Joseph. The junior stands at 5'8", 185 pounds, and the Cardinals drive ends right there. $7:50 to play of a scoreless game. Still, Monday's Mill is getting their first drive of the second quarter. 7:50 to play. As Morton out of the pistol, ball is at the 28-yard line. And it's going to be a snap throw in the backfield. Daz Gamble has a blocker across the 30 and tackled just inside the numbers Curtis Bowden as well as Cameron Leonard on the coverage there. Approaching 7 minutes to play. That was a gain of 2. Gamble is in the backfield to Morton's right-hand side. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side of the ball. Have a man in motion. That's Davis. There's a snap. His handoff to Gamble, trying to turn the corner. Still stiff arming, backpedaling, and he is ultimately taken down, going in the wrong direction at the 35-yard line. Gamble tried to make something out of nothing. And that Tigers front line is really coming after the ball carrier. They've applied pressure throughout most of the first half defensively. So it's going to be 3rd down and 20. That was a loss of about 10. The ball is on the far left side. And we have a whistle. We have flags. Look like a delay of game against the Tigers. And it is. Penalty number 5 for the Tigers. What was 3rd and 25, it is now 3rd. Was 3rd and 20 is now 3rd and 25. Under 6 minutes to play of a scoreless game. Morton dropping back. Here comes the outside rush. Throws near side. Catch made in the flat. Turning the corner. Running down the sidelines. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. Well short of the first down. That was Anthony Griffin, the 6 feet tall senior. And he was ruled out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So that's a gain of 10. And let us see what the Tigers will do on 4th down. Ball is at the 30. And the Tigers are going to go for it. Offense still on the field. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Man in the backfield, that's Gamble behind Morton. And we have a false start on the Cardinals. Or is it against the Tigers? Yep, it's against the Tigers. That's their second penalty on this drive. Fourth down and 17. Ball back at the 35-yard line. Morton, here comes the rush. Steps up, looking. He wrapped up, and down goes Morton. Kanye Varner in on the sack. Curtis Bowden in on the sack. Cameron Leonard in on the sack. Defensively, the Cardinals are being very aggressive with the blitzing, and it paid off. Tigers, they turned the ball over on downs. That's their second turnover on downs in this first half. 5:33 remaining in the first half of a scoreless game. Cardinals will take over from the 40-yard line. Ball is on the near left hash. Garner has a man in motion moving to the far right. There's the snap. Garner, short pass, and that is incomplete. No, that's a live ball. The ball ultimately rolls out of bounds. That could have been a disaster. And we have a Cardinal who is slow to get up after that play. Injury timeout. Be sure to like us, comment, and share, and follow us on Facebook, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Georgia Media Network Services is live right now. Check us out online at georgiamedianetwork.com or email us at georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. Again, coming up at the half, we will recap a defensive kind of first half between these Cardinals and Tigers, as well as look ahead to the games in the region. And because he's the director and producer, he want to talk about Braves baseball. 5:24 remaining. Second down and 30. There's the snap. There's the throw near side, caught in the backfield. It runs up, lowering his shoulder, bouncing off defenders, and powering his way to the 39-yard line. That was Caden Bryant, the senior. Will not be denied yardage. He caught it back at the 20-yard line in the backfield, and he powered his way for about 18 yards. Under 5 minutes to play. It is now third down and manageable. Ball is at the 39-yard line. It is third down and 11. Ball is on the near left hash. Gardner has a man in the backfield. There's the clap. There's the snap. Nope, it's a play fake. Gardner throwing far side. That is incomplete. He's looking for Damian Austin, the senior wide receiver. Could not get it in. So it's going to be fourth down and 11. Malcolm Simmons, he has 828 all-purpose yards. Cameron Leonard is leading the team in sacks coming to tonight's game with 87. As we had a penalty going both ways, the penalties will be offsetting. And we have ourselves a punt coming on. There's the snap. There's the punt. It will bounce at the 37, take a Cardinals bounce inside the 25, down at the 23-yard line. 4:14 remaining in the half of a scoreless game. We'll step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. Monday's Mill will get the ball for the third time in this quarter. Pistol formation is Springer with the snap handoff that goes nowhere. As Bowden, always calling his name a lot whenever doing a Jonesboro Cardinal football game. Under 4 minutes to play. Second down and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation is Springer. And it's going to hand it off to Gamble, who stumbles and loses his balance and still get the first down, tackled outside the far hash, outside the numbers rather, by Cameron Leonard. That was Gamble for a Tigers first down. And the clock stopped. Now it resumes. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. And we have whistles being blown. Time out, Monday's Mill. The clock stops at 2:56 as the Monday's Mills band has made their way onto the field to the opposite side of the track. Again, coming up at the half, we will recap the first half and then look ahead to what's happening in the region for tomorrow night. And get ready to talk about what could possibly come for these two teams in the playoffs. As the Tigers, if they win, they get in, but they also need help. But first, the Tigers, they have to win tonight's game against Jonesboro, a team that they have not won against in over 11 years. They're trying to put it into that tonight. It is still a scoreless game. This game is very well up for grabs. 1st down and 10. Springer dropping back, eluding defenders, turning the corner, crossing the 30, and he'll step out of bounds at about the 37-yard line, running to his far left. And Springer stepped out of bounds with 2:47 remaining. It's going to be a play fake. Gardner, all kinds of time. He's back inside the 25, running to the 21, and he will just keep it. Steps out of bounds. Curtis Bowden pushed him out of bounds. No flag. No flag there as Springer, he lost some yardage. He lost some yardage on that one. Yep, no flag there. There was a flag on the field, but it has been waved off. 2:32 remaining, scoreless game. Jonesboro, a Monday's Mill, they have to get the ball all the way to the 46-yard line for a 1st down. Ball is at the 34-yard line. So Gardner out of the under center, I formation, handoff, running up the middle is Gamble crossing the 45, 50. That should be enough for a 1st down. Look like that will be indeed be a 1st down. Seth Gamble not running east and west. He ran north, got himself a 1st down. Tigers are going to go no huddle. Springer under center, I formation, handoff that will go nowhere, back to the line of scrimmage. And we have a Cardinal who managed to come up with the ball. Damian Wilson, the defensive tackle, who's a junior, but the play was already ruled dead by that time. Under 2 minutes to play. Springer still in at quarterback. He will go under center. Second down and 10 from the 48. It's going to be another handoff to Seth Gamble, who has been very active with the ball carrying duties for the Tigers. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's that as we approach 1 minute to play in a scoreless game. Again, coming up at the half, recapping the first half, looking ahead to what else is happening in the region tomorrow night. Very compelling matchups in the region, including this one you're watching tonight. 40 seconds to play. Third down and 10. The clock stops. Flag on the field. Delay of game again. That's the Tigers' 7th penalty in the half. We have whistles being blown. Looked like somebody called a timeout, but no signal as to who did. The Georgia Media Network Services Incorporation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on the Georgia Media Network Services, please contact us. As Gamble, that was Gibson running the ball and got nowhere. Timeout called by Jonesboro. For more information, check us out online at gamedianetworks.com or email us at georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. As another timeout is called, 27 seconds remaining. Tigers are facing 4th down and 15. .27 seconds to play, and the Tigers are going to punt. Or will they? There's the snap. There's the punt. Mata got tipped. It takes a Tigers bounce inside the 20. Muff. The ball is up for grabs. It's still recovered by the Tigers, who will enter the end zone for 6. And we have our first score of the game. Well, hold on a minute. Yes, it is a Tigers ball, but was he down? From our vantage point, that was Seth Gamble. Yes, the Tigers recovered the ball on the muff punt, but there is no score yet. Oh boy, that is the first costly mistake by the Cardinals this evening. And that sets the Tigers up 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Here's Springer running near side, trying to turn in corner and cannot elude Damian Wilson. Damian Wilson with the tackle in the backfield. The youngster is 5'11", 238. And apparently he's very nimble with his feet as the Tigers call another timeout. 5 seconds left. The kicking unit, the field goal unit for the Tigers will come on. The ball will be kicked from the 25-yard line. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. It is sailing. It is no good. Just under the crossbar. Alex Nunez could not split the sticks. And that is how the first half will come to a close. Twelve Oak Stadium, Hampton, Georgia. We are at the half of a scoreless ball game between the Jonesboro Cardinals and the Mundy's Mill Tigers. Mundy's Mill have to win if they want to stand a chance of making the playoffs. We'll step aside on the Georgia Media Network Services.
Man. You want to talk?
Why don't you run that commercial? Why don't you run that commercial?
I have a commercial. You're talking about the field. You're talking about the field, man. I'm running commercials as much as I possibly can. That's what it's all about, man. We gotta put,
All right.
If I told you to call a commercial, just say we're the commercial.
Yeah, but it didn't call until you ran it.
Actually, I didn't mean to run. I had my hand on the button when you totally ran. But if I say just run a commercial, just run a commercial. I said, well, nobody in the field was a timeout. It's been cold out here.
This is the most.
Crowd mic's on? Crowd mic's on.
Actually, no, it's been off this whole time. They're very active with this. This is the most active they've been in the chats. Halftime from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia, of a scoreless ball game between the Cardinals of Jonesboro and the Tigers of Monday's Mill. It is senior night for the Tigers, as even their own football players are getting represented. Cameron Davis, Anthony Griffin, among others. And now making his way down is Kendrick DeJour. He is being escorted by two loved ones. Here's a look at how we still have a scoreless ball game. Jonesboro, they had 3 possessions in the first quarter, all resulted in a punt. In the second quarter, had a drive that ended in an interception, and then one more punt. As for the Monday's Mill Tigers, they had 2 possessions in the first quarter. First possession was a punt. The second possession turned the ball over on downs. Then the Tigers had 3 possessions in the second quarter. A punt, turnover on downs, and a field goal that was no good. It was just short of the crossbar. Could have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. Again, this is a must-win game for Monday's Mill on their senior night. If they win, they have to hope for a Banneker loss. Now, if they win tonight and Banneker wins, again, you have yourselves a 3-way tie at 4-3 to solidify the second and third place seedings in the region. Banneker, they beat Monday's Mill just last week, but it was Jonesboro beating Banneker earlier this season, and now you have Monday's Mill trying to beat Jonesboro, who they're on a 4-game losing streak against. So we have ourselves a high-stake game that will determine who will play beyond this week and who will not. So this is indeed a must-win game for many reasons. Obviously, for the football season to continue, and this is indeed senior night. You know, you want your seniors to win the final. You want your seniors faithful to win, to have their football team win on the final home game, at least of the regular season. And we have ourselves a scoreless football game. And this is the very first time that Dennis and I have done a scoreless football game. So, which means that whole running up the clock thing that we've had to endure throughout the season, we don't have to endure that, at least for now. But then again, Jonesboro, they're capable of just lighting up the scoreboard quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, but nonetheless, we still are at a scoreless game. And Jonesboro, even if they lose, they fall to 4-3, but their chances of making the playoffs are still very likely.
And I want to add something to that, man. Basically, that first half was probably one of the best first half of football I've seen all year here in Clayton County. Defensive wise, I mean, it was an awesome job on both sides of the field. Even though I think you spoke of earlier, Monday's Mill haven't beaten Jonesboro in several years. Tonight, Jonesboro has got fire. I mean, correction, Monday's Mill has got fire under their feet, and they realize that the rest of the season, the postseason, depends on this victory tonight. Coach Davis got these boys fired up. and we don't know what to expect the second half. But one thing I can probably guarantee is that we will not have a running clock tonight, which is what you always speak of.
Yippee skippy. Scoreless ball game at the half from 12 Oak Stadium. Will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services.
Or direction. You should be okay. Go back to what you have. I'm going to see something else. You should be okay. Right. Go back to the right. Go back to the right. They stop coming. I should be okay. I'm only supposed to come up here. Stop at 3 yard line, but I got enough people. I should be back here. So if not, just go back to the right and the counter. Don't worry about it.
Where are you going? Senior night at 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. Monday's Mill Tigers are sending off a final farewell to their seniors on the final game of the regular season for the school. They are in a scoreless game against the Jonesboro Cardinals. If they win tonight's game, they snap a long losing streak against the Jonesboro Cardinals, as well as solidify their spot in the playoffs. A look at other games happening tomorrow night in Region 3 5A. Forest Park at Banneker. Forest Park is 2-6. Banneker is 4-3 overall. They are very much in the mix to make a playoff push, but it also depends on winning their ball game tomorrow night against Forest Park and the outcome of this ball game between the Tigers and the Cardinals. Tri-Cities, they are hosting Drew. Tri-Cities is 1-7. Drew 2-6. And the game of the week in the region, 8-1 Creekside at 9-0 Woodward Academy. Both teams are 0-6 coming into that ball game tomorrow. And we also would like to, again, thank those of you who are watching us, whether it be on Facebook, whether it would be on YouTube. I will say this is the most active the YouTube chat has been. We thank you all for chiming in, even though I've been catching all kinds of smoke in the first half from Miss Jada, but it's still all good. We thank you for listening, and we love you, and we love the rest of the viewers watching us as we are winding things down on senior night festivities. The marching bands, they're being featured. They are making their way down the field earlier to start off the ceremony, have the football players come down onto the field. So this is always a very heartwarming type of situation for the teams. And so as halftime concludes, this will be our final football game that we are broadcasting on the Georgia Media Network services. The playoffs, that's out of our range. However, still keep us posted by checking us out on our website, as well as on Facebook and Twitter, as we will begin to make a transition from football into basketball. Looking forward to that endeavor. As the Cardinals, they have made their way back onto the field as we get set and ready to go for halftime of a scoreless game. As Dennis has stated earlier, this is the best half of football that we have seen all season, because typically by halftime, the game is pretty much already decided. They're just running out the clock in the second half because they have to, but that's not going to be the case. As the Monday's Mill Tigers, they will get the ball to start off the second half. Almost got in the end zone off of a muff punt that was recovered by the Tigers deep in their territory, tried to go for a field goal, and they came up short. So this is a must-win for the Tigers as they try to win the game, trying to kill two birds with one stone, trying to beat a team that they haven't beaten in a long time, as well as make the playoffs. They haven't had a win in the playoffs in 8 years, so the odds are very much stacked against the Tigers, but the Tigers still have a shot at winning tonight's ball game, making the playoffs, and running the field from there and seeing what happens. we will step aside as we are about wrapped up for the senior night festivities. Scoreless game from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. This is the Georgia Media Network Services.
Huh?
Miss Jada, she didn't give me smoke all first half.
What's that sheet on tweets? On sheet that I tell everybody to tweet. The sheet I got on by the internet. But the follow tweet and all that stuff. Where's that sheet at? Let me have it. Yes, as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight, watching our final game of the season. I'm Dennis Thomas, General Manager of Georgia Media Network Services. Would like to ask you guys to continue to follow, like, share on Facebook, as well as like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Georgia Media Network is live right now. Go to our website at GeorgiaMediaNetwork.com. Email at GeorgiaMediaNetwork@gmail.com. For more information, contact Dennis Thomas at 678-900-9840. If you want to become a partner, if you know one that wants to become a partner, to help us continue bringing you these free live broadcasts on Friday night as well as during basketball season. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the second half. Commercial coming up.
The second half is moments away from starting. A scoreless ball game between the Cardinals of Jonesboro and the Tigers of Monday's Mill. The Tigers, they will get the ball to start off the second half. Again, they almost put points on the board, recovering a muff punt deep in Jonesboro's territory, trying to go for a field goal that was likely tipped, that changed the trajectory of the football, causing the football to sail just under the crossbar. In terms of scoring, that was as close of a score that we had gotten all night up to this point. As both teams are on the field. And kicking off the second half would be Anthony Lobo, who is a senior himself. He swings the left leg in the air, and it will be caught at the 10, 15, 20. Looking for blockers, trying to find a seam. Crossing the 25. Ball comes out. Cardinals say they have it. Cardinals claiming that they have it. No official word yet. And yes, the Cardinals do have it. Oh, that's bad. Anthony Griffin, the senior, he coughed up the ball. And now the Cardinals, even though they kicked off, they will get the ball to start off the second half as they did in the first half. That's a buzzkill if you are rooting for the Tigers. So now the Cardinals, they get the ball at the Tigers' 31-yard line. Gardner out of the shotgun with the snap, dropping back to pass, outside rush. Gardner stepping up in a pocket, doing his dance, dancing around, looking downfield, eluding another defender near side. He's just going to keep it inside the 25. Tackled along the 20-yard line, tackle out of bounds near side. And that was Peoples, the defensive end, with the tackle. Again, Gardner, he's been channeling his inner Michael Vick all throughout the first half, and we had just seen that just now. As the battle of the bands from the stands is officially underway. So Chadwick Gardner out of the pistol. Cardinals are moving from right to left on your screen. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Lowering the shoulder, running full steam ahead. Gaining a few yards, still on his feet. And the play is officially blown dead. That was Marquise Dunn, the 6'3" senior. Kanye Varner and Damian Wilson each have 6 sacks coming into tonight's game. It was a gain of 2 on the previous play. It is second down and 8 from the 18. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Nope. Gardner will keep it running near side. 15, 10, 5, and he is tackled at the 4-yard line.
Anthony, I just want to tell the fans out there right now watch this ball game. If you're watching this game live, you need to tell a friend or call a friend right now. This is probably going to be the Battle of Clayton County tonight. This is probably one of the best ball games this weekend. You guys need to tune in. Tell them to tune in to Georgia Media Network on YouTube and watch this game live, because I promise you it's going to be a barn burner when it's all over.
Joshua Okafor with the tackle there. It is first and goal from the 4-yard line. We have movement on the Cardinal side. There's the snap. It's going to be Bowden, the running back / defensive end, lowering his shoulder, gaining positive yards. Look like he's down at the 2-yard line.
Big stop.
And Curtis Bowden with, we believe, his 3rd carry this evening. He's mostly on the defensive side of the ball. It is second down and goal coming up. Ball is down at the 3-yard line.
And that was a big stop by Mundy's Mill on that play, man.
Devon Rainey is leading the Cardinals in interceptions with 4 for 56 yards. Second down and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. Gardner in the backfield. Out of the pistol. Clap. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff, and it will be a score by Caden Bryant. And we officially have our first score of the evening. And the extra 2-point conversion is good. We dare say it was uncontested and thrown to the far right side of the field. .854 remaining. It is now 8-0 in favor of the Jonesboro Cardinals. That was set up by a kick return fumble by Anthony Griffin, wide receiver of the Mundy's Mill Tigers. That's what set up the first touchdown of the game for the Cardinals. As the Tigers are getting set to receive the kick and try and answer back. They ain't got to score a touchdown. They got to score a touchdown and convert a 2-point conversion as well. As Lobo is set to kick, he runs, swings the left leg in the air. Ball sails at the 11 and at the 20, eluding defenders, and eventually going down is Sean Garrett, tackled along the numbers. And now we will see what the Tigers will do on offense. 8:46 remaining in the third quarter. 8-0 is our score in favor of the Jonesboro Cardinals. So the Tigers will take over from their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Springer under center. There's the snap. It is a handoff to Gibson, who gains positive yardage down at the 21-yard line. As the Tigers are trying to answer back. It is 2nd down and 7. Springer under center. It's going to be a handoff running near side, cutting up the field, crossing the 25-yard line. And that was Jarek Gibson on the carry. Gibson and Gamble, they have been the tag team duo with ball carrying duties in the backfield for the Tigers. So it is going to be third down and 1 from the 28-yard line. Springer is under center. I formation. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Springer. From our vantage point, it looked like he got it. It's going to be close. They may have to bring up the chain gang for this one.
The head official says it's good. Head official says the first down.
And indeed, that is enough for a first down on the quarterback keeper by Dejon Springer, who is in his junior season. 5'9", 165 pounds. It's going to be another handoff. Is Gibson running up the middle, still standing, and he gets pushed backwards.
I mean, the Tigers need to get on the board fast. I mean, they got a lot of time. Still got about halfway through the third quarter. But I think they need to get a thing outside, which got an injured player down the field right now.
We have a Tiger down on the field who rolls on his back, who quickly gets back up, who is hobbling, but doing so on his own power. And looks like a leg injury of some sort.
And
as we will step aside, 6. Well, no, we're not. We're going to keep it going right here. From our vantage point, we believe that is Talian Franklin, the junior guard / senior. It is 2nd down and 8 from the 30-yard line. There's a snap. Springer throws far side. It is tipped. It is tipped at the line of scrimmage by Damian Wilson, the defensive end / defensive tackle. Other scores that's happening on this Thursday night, it is Lakeside 20 over Carlston, who has nothing. Pace Academy 34 to Kit Pack 0. And on 3rd down and 8, Springer dropping back to pass, eluding defenders, running near side, far side left, and he is wrapped up, and he is taken down by that man, Damian Wilson, who is a very active lineman for the Cardinals, plus the flag in favor of the Tigers. And that is the first penalty of the first half for both teams.
Looks like the Tigers are lining up to punt. A long ways to go for the first down. You definitely want to get the ball back to the Cardinals in this territory of the field.
Yes, Tigers got to get 14 yards for a first down. And really throughout the first half, it has been a field possession game. And so the Tigers will punt. There's the snap. There's the punt. Almost blocked.
That's a flag.
And it will take a Tigers bounce. And we have a flag back where the punter kicked the ball, wondering if somebody made contact with him as the ball is down at the 32-yard line.
Like the officials are huddling up to find out if it's going to be a running into the kicker or a roughing the kicker. Some difference in the penalties on those.
Jamani Wellmaker officially down the ball. Let's see what the penalty is. No penalty. The penalty or the flag has been waived. So nobody is charged with committing a penalty. 5:20, third quarter, 8-0. Jonesboro is leading it.
Let's see what Coach Davis cranked up for the defense, see if they can hold the Cardinals out of the end zone again. It's got to be a must stop again. We got to remind you guys that the playoff pictures is all in stake for the Tigers on this ball game. They must win.
First down and 10 from the 32. Gardner, pistol formation with the clap, snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper crossing the 35, 40, 45, 50 into the backfield and is tag team tackled for a first down. The tackle was by Sean Jarrett as well as Chris Joseph after the 20-plus yard run by Chadwick Gardner, the QB, for a Cardinals first down. The Cardinals get the ball into Tiger side of the field at the 46-yard line. Other statistics for the Cardinals, collectively 65 of 104 in attempts and completions for 1,191 yards, 13 touchdowns. Gardner on 1st down and 10 from the 46, pistol formation. With the clap, there's the snap. It's going to be a handoff, and he was met at the line of scrimmage, going nowhere. That was Marquise Dunn with the carry. And the Tigers defense was having none of that. 2nd down coming up for the Cardinals coming into tonight's game in the rushing department. They rushed the ball for 188 yards for 732 yards and 14 touchdowns. As the ball is inside the Clayton County Public Schools logo, Gardner out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers on each side of the ball. There's the clap, there's the snap. Gardner dropping back to pass, throws over the middle. That is complete. That is Marquise Dunn with the catch over the middle. Tackled by Daner. Now the ball is at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 coming up for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have had 212 kick return yards. Coming into tonight's game, 96 in the punt receiving yards. 3rd down and 4 from the 40-yard line. Gardner out of the pistol formation, 3 wide receivers to the far right. Gardner, clap, snap, whistles. Likely a delay of game against, nope, no delay of game. The Cardinals wisely called a timeout as the play clock was winding down. That is their first timeout taken. Unable to make the big game, have family and friends out of state, or just got to work late? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event live. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. As we will step aside, 2:52 remaining on the Georgia Media Network Services. It's a 3rd and 4th, a 3rd down and 4 situation for the Cardinals. They're in Monday's Mill side of the field. Gardner out of the shotgun, or pistol, excuse me. There's the clap, there's the snap. Gardner looking left, looking right, eluding defender, stepping up in a pocket, and he is taken down for maybe a gain of a yard. If that, we have a late flag on the field. Chris Joseph, we believe, made the tackle, and it is possible that somebody got the chirping.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was just getting ready to say that was a great stop by the Tigers. They really needed that one on the 3rd down play, and hopefully get the ball turned back over until this flag was dropped. Let's see what happened. Personal foul against the Cardinals. That's going to take them back even further. But even though they're taking them back, the Cardinals are going backwards. The Tigers still got to move the ball downfield and get it in the end zone.
So now the field goal unit will come on for, or punting unit, excuse me, they will come on for the Cardinals. Still an 8-0 game in favor of the Cardinals, so their defense is going to have to play smash mouth defense. They forced a punt for the Tigers on the Tigers' last offensive possession. There's the snap. There's the punt, almost blocked, but was not. Take a bounce at the 38, and it rolls inside the 25, down at the 24 by Tyrese Williams.
I'm excited to see what Coach Davis has drilled up for the next drive for the Mundy Mill Tigers. Again, like we said, it's a big play for him, a big quarter.
2:29 remaining in the 3rd quarter. He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. However and wherever, we thank you for doing so. 8-0 game. Tigers are trailing. They need to win to be relevant in a playoff discussion. Morton comes in at center, and we have flags thrown as soon as the ball was snapped.
Wow.
It's a false start against the Tigers.
They didn't need that.
Again, however and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. And we appreciate all of the comments in the chat. This is by far the most active this chat has been, and we appreciate it. Keep the chats coming. Just keep it clean. We want to keep the G rating for this program going. As Gamble running up the middle, crossing a 30. Correction, that was Gibson. Morton received the snap, dropped the ball. It was picked up by Jarrett Gibson for gain for positive yardage, crossing the 30-yard line, ball down at the 32.
Great job holding the balance, keeping the ball intact, and getting up the field, picking up a first down for the Tigers.
Approaching 2 minutes to play. On second down is a jet sweep wrapped up, taken down in a backfield that went nowhere. As Morton will come on the field to take this third down and 8 snap. Ball's at the 32-yard line, approaching 1 minute to play. Morton will go under center, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Gibson, and Gibson is swallowed up and taken down as soon as he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's Kanye Varner, among others, on the stop at the line of scrimmage as we approach under 1 minute to play. As Jarrett Gibson, with his helmet off, limping gingerly towards the Mundy's Mills sideline. He's been very active in the ball carrying duties along with Seth Gamble throughout the game for the Tigers. As the Tigers are set to punt. Well, they're in position to punt at least. There's the snap. There's the punt, a line drive punt. It is caught inside the 46. Is running inside the 35, wrapped up and taken down is Malcolm Simmons along the numbers, and that is how the third quarter will come to a close. At the end of 3, the first and only score of the game belongs to the Jonesboro Cardinals. It is 8-0 on the Georgia Media Network Services.
Again, you got to tell a friend to tune in to Georgia Media Network. If you have friends at home and they're sitting around on Thursday night, they need to tune in to this ball game. I believe it's going to come down to a last possession ball game. Again, the Mundy's Mill Tigers need this ball game to make the playoffs. Jonesboro's already in, so it's going to be a great ball game. Like one of the best ball games we saw all season, right, Ant?
I would second that. Other games happening at the high school level on this Thursday night. It is Hampton 14, North Clayton, they have 6. Spalding 21, Howard 6. And Stonebrook has 54 to Heritage, who has 6. So if you score 6 points, you are behind the 8 ball, as the Cardinals are still huddled on their side of the field. As the Tigers, they have made themselves onto the field. The ball will be at the 47-yard line. As the teams, they switch opposite sides of the field. The Cardinals, they will get the ball, so they are now moving from right to left on your screen. Again, he's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so, and we thank you for telling us how you feel in the chats. Please, by all means, keep that going. First down and 10. Ball is at midfield. Gardner has a man in motion. It's Simmons. He gets the ball to Simmons, trying to turn a corner. Gets to the 50, 45, at the 40, and he is wrapped up, and he is ultimately taken down by Deshaun Springer. That was a big run, 10-plus yards from Malcolm Simmons. That is a Jonesboro Cardinal first down.
Looked like Simmons was only one person away from breaking that for a touchdown. Good job by the defense of the Tigers.
The Cardinals, all-purpose yards coming into tonight's game, 2,340 yards. The Cardinals.
Okay, let me recap something right quick, Ant. That I think what happened that last play, I noticed the official held the ball up. That means the end of the quarter. So what happened, they had a penalty before the quarter, and they had to run one more play. And after that play was ran, now they're resetting the ball and taking it back down the field, and the Cardinals are going to take over. But I know people were confused when the teams are moving down the field and what the reason was.
Well, you learn something new every day. Well, either way, the Cardinals, they have the ball to start off the fourth quarter, and they have the lead. There's the snap from the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Throws the ball down the field, and it's caught at the 8. Touchdown, Jonesboro Cardinals. It was Gardner to Simmons. Down the seam, uncontested. Wow. And another touchdown score for the Jonesboro Cardinals.
I mean, he was wide open. Nobody was on him within 5 or 10 yards. And if he'd have dropped that ball, the team would have probably yelled at him because he was wide open. Great job.
Major lapse in the secondary by the Tigers. There's the snap, there's the hold, there's the kick. It is good. The PAT is good by Anthony Lobo. It is now a 15-point deficit for the Tigers. 15-0 is our score, 11:52 to play, early fourth quarter.
And there's still a lot of time on the clock for the Tigers to come back and do this ball game. Just one mistake or two mistakes can actually turn this game around. We were only down. We just scored a touchdown in the third quarter. It was 0-0. Well, I take that back. They scored in the second quarter. Am I correct?
That's correct.
The Cardinals scored in the second quarter, but for the most part, it's been a defensive battle on both sides of the field.
No correction. The Tigers, they scored at the start of the second half.
Okay.
And it has been a field possession game. However, points have been scored due to mistakes. And that's how the Cardinals, they had gotten in fabulous field position inside Cardinals territory in the red zone that set it up a touchdown run. and then they added insult to injury with a 2-point conversion. And then what we just saw, a major lapse in the secondary for the Tigers, and now they have to get themselves out of a 15-point hole.
I'll tell you that when the Cardinals scored on the first touchdown, they went for 2 points and got the conversion. So it makes it a three-possession game now. A little bit harder for the Tigers to come back.
Line drive kick down. The ball hit the turf at the 19. It rolled out of bounds at the 4. And it is likely we will have a re-kick. This has been a very compelling game. Both bands, they've been going at it back and forth. A light crowd, but nonetheless, a enthusiastic crowd. Well, at least for the loved ones of Monday's Mill on this senior night, as the Tigers, they're trying to get a dub and solidify their spot in the playoffs. And indeed, we are going to have a re-kick.
I mean, we're having a battle of band here in the fourth quarter for sure. One band stops, the other one starts up. Great sounds by the Mundy's Mill High School band as well as the Cardinal band.
As the ball sails through the hands of the receiver at the 10, recovers it at the 4, deep in his own territory, and taken down inside the 5. No, down at the 5. That was another bad mistake by the Tigers. The tackle was by Kamari Pugh, the cornerback junior. 6 feet tall, 160 pounds. 11:47, fourth quarter. Cardinals are leading it.
On the next break, I want to talk about, I got a subject I want to bring up and we'll talk about it. You guys stand by, we're going to talk about this. Well, you almost got out of it. We're going to talk about the World Series champions, Atlanta Braves.
As Morton under center, well, he's the QB. He throws. That is intercepted. That is a pick 6. Curtis Bowden making tackles, running the ball, catching passes intended for the other team. And this game is quickly getting out of hand for the Tigers.
Wow. That pass was really badly thrown, really short. The receiver was open, but he threw it too short, and the defensive back just picked it up and walked into the end zone.
The drive started from the Tigers' own 5-yard line. Assuming the PAT is good by Anthony Lobo, it's going to be a 22-0 score. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is good. Cardinals, they're heating up. Well, at this point, they're nice and toasty. It is a 22-0 score, 11:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. And we will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services.
Like you said, this game is getting out of hand very quickly. It's making it hard for the Tigers to come back. I mean, simple mistakes and throwing the ball in the wrong direction. It's going to
Well, mistakes has been the theme of this game. If one team makes a mistake, then the other team scores. And it's been the Tigers making the mistakes, and then the Cardinals are capitalizing on it. Again, they have solidified their position to make the playoffs regardless of this here outcome. But if they can get the Tigers eliminated from making the playoffs, then that's what they're in for. The kick is a low squib kick. The ball gets past the defending or the kick returner, recovers the ball inside the 5-yard line and gets back to the 6-yard line. That was Sean Jarrett. He slipped by himself as the ball sailed past him, had to get the ball, recover it, and try to make something out of nothing. And the Tigers, they will get another shot at this. Their second possession in the fourth quarter, 11:34 remaining in the game.
Well, let me get on this subject right quick, for we got plenty of time on the clock and got 11 minutes and some change left over. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves World Series champ. If I'm not mistaken, on this same broadcast a few weeks ago, you didn't think the Braves would make it, and I want you to explain to the people what you meant by that.
10 is going to be a handoff up the middle. Does not get much yardage there as the John Springer. He is back under center as QB for the Tigers. He's been pretty much the QB for the Tigers all throughout the game.
You're trying to avoid my question. Can you just give us an answer to the?
No,
they can see the game. So
I'm not trying to avoid it, but you and I have both realized this, that people come and go, and so they may not be familiar with the time or the score. So
right.
That's what I'm trying to do there.
Right.
However, it is 2nd down and 9, ball at the 7-yard line after a 1-yard rush. Springer out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set, 2 on each side, halfback to his near left. There's the snap. Springer in the end zone, rolling out far side to the right, throws the ball out of bounds, and it is quickly 3rd down and 9. I'm just glad that the clock is not doing that excessive running the clock thing.
Yeah,
now, as for the Braves, I didn't think the Braves were bad. I just saw that there were other teams that had a roster that was more equivalent or had a better chance of winning the World Series. I mean, you look at the Giants and the Dodgers. Both those teams won over 100 games. And then you had the Astros. I believe they won over 100 games as well. But 3rd down and 9 coming up. I'll finish my thoughts after this play. On 3rd down, Springer winds, throws to the far right side of the field. That is a jump ball. It is incomplete. The wide receiver and the DB both jumping for it at the same time, and it was the DB that came down with the ball.
But it came down out of bounds.
Yeah.
Made it incomplete.
That's the good news for the Tigers. It was Anthony Griffin. He was the intended receiver to the far right side of the field. Now, you look at the Braves. I mean, yes, of the 6 division winners throughout the majors, they won the least amount of games with, I believe, 88. But nonetheless, a bad punt that sailed in front of the Tigers sideline might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the Tigers, their wheels have slowly but surely come off.
Well, I want to say this. I mean, a lot of teams said that the Braves would not get by the Dodgers, and the Dodgers have one of the best pitching staff in the league. And I assumed, I mean, I was right, that once we got by the Dodgers that we would get by Houston. The Braves now, and I would quote say that we have this year the best pitching and hitting in the league. When the Braves went up 3-1, I had no doubt. Because they showed me against the Dodgers they could go up against a tough team and pull it off. And I'm just saying it. Go ahead.
10:25 remaining. Ball is at the 25-yard line of the Tigers for the Cardinals. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers set. 3 to the near right. Has a man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep who's trapped in the backfield trying to find something. Gets back to the 40-yard line, running near side, cutting back up the field, and he is ultimately taken down. That was a jet sweep that went south. That's good news for the Tigers as we approach 10 minutes to play. They have to stop the Cardinals from scoring on this drive right here.
And back to our subject, and I think that again the Braves proved this year that they were the best in the league. And that's teams that go regular season. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. The playoff is when it matters. And the Braves got hot and they took it all away. Anybody that shout out the Braves right now, I'll put you guys live up on the chat line. I'll put you live on the screen. Shout out those Atlanta Braves for me. Let me see if you got Braves fans out there.
2nd down and 17. Ball at the 31-yard line. There's a snap. It's going to be another run to the far side. Outside the numbers. Tripped up and taken down. That was Tyrese Williams on the coverage. As for the Cardinals, they scored 229 points coming into tonight's game. They have allowed 146. As for your statement, Dennis, on it doesn't matter about what you do in the regular season, actually it does. It does
not.
It does.
It does not.
Because you have a bad regular season, you don't get to go into the playoffs.
They didn't have a bad regular season, but I'm saying even though they didn't win as many games as the Dodgers or the Houston one, they proved themselves in the playoffs. And that goes for football or any sport.
3rd down and 6 coming up is going to be another handoff, far side, turning the corner inside the 20, inside the 15, and leaping his way out of bounds to inside the 10-yard line is Clayton Bryant. And the most points scored in a game for the Cardinals is 56 this season. I don't think they're going to reach that number today as the Cardinals, they go no huddle. As 1st down and 10 inside the red zone at the 10-yard line. Gardner with another handoff, running up the middle, lowering the shoulder, getting down to the 5-yard line is Clayton Bryant. The Cardinals 5 of 6 wins. The defense held opponents to single-digit scoring. And again, yes, it does matter as to what you do in the regular season, because if you lose an X amount of games, you won't be able to make a chance to go into the playoffs. And again, that's in any sport. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 5-yard line, Crowded backfield for Gardner with the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Throws end zone. That is batted down. Looked like by Seth Gamble in the end zone. 7:36 remaining. Cardinals are trying to put this game away. It is 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Cardinals as Jonesboro is on a 4-game winning streak against Monday's Mill. Won last season's matchup 14-7, and the Cardinals were region champions back in 2015. 3rd down and 4. There's the clap. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff running outside to the far right. Might have lost a yard or two. That was Tyrese Williams.
That was a great stop for the Tigers, bringing up a 4th down for the Cardinals. They needed that, to keep them out the end zone. Looks like the Cardinals might come up and try a field goal. The Cardinals have proven tonight that they deserve to be in the playoff. Definitely.
And so the field goal attempt for the Cardinals, the 2nd field goal attempt, I should say, for the Cardinals. The snap, the kick is up. The kick is good. 3 more points are on the board for the Cardinals. It is now 25-0. Jonesboro Cardinals leading the Monday's Mill Tigers. Folks, don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Last I checked on the YouTube, we have like 55 or 56 subscribers, so we appreciate you for doing that. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Georgia Media Network Services is live right now. Check us out on our website at gamedianetwork.com, or check us out or send an email to us at georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. 7:25 remaining in the game. It was a scoreless affair in the first half, and the second half clearly belongs to the Jonesboro Cardinals. As the Cardinals will set to kick it off again, Anthony Lobo will do the kickoff duties. He's been doing that all evening long. He runs, swings the left leg in the air, and the ball bounces at the 2-yard line, going to the back of the end zone. 7:25 remaining in this ball game. All Cardinals 25 to absolutely nothing. Now, you look at the Braves. I mean, if you were not following the Braves all season long, they were mostly under 500 throughout the season. Like, if the season would have ended at the All-Star break, the Mets would have gone to the playoffs. Then the Braves had lost Ronald Acuna Jr. So had Jr. would have been healthy, and Marcell Ozuna never would have gotten into the situation he got into in the offseason, the Braves never would have re-solidified or rebuild their outfield on the fly, as Springer didn't try to make something out of nothing. He just slid down and he took the sack. But so if that never would have happened, if the Braves outfield never would have been rebuilt, who knows if they would have caught fire and made a run to the playoffs. So again, it is very important as to what you do in the regular season that will set you up for what it is that you do in the playoffs. Second down and 16. It's going to be a handoff that goes nowhere. And Caden Bryant, who has been very active on both sides of the ball with the stuff up the gut. It is going to be 3rd down and 16. The ball has to get all the way to the 30-yard line of the Tigers to move the sticks.
I mean, I'm not letting you get away with that, Ant. The bottom line is the Braves are the champs. They didn't have a better season than their opponents, the Dodgers or the Houston Astros. They didn't have a bad season, but they didn't have a great season. But again, as long as they make the playoffs, as long as you have a good enough season to make the playoffs, that's all that matters. And then once you make the playoffs, you prove what you got then. Do you agree with that or disagree?
3rd down and 16. Throw over the middle. Deflected. Intercepted. It's the quarterback for the Cardinals, Chadwick Gardner, catching passes on the other end. Anthony Griffin was in traffic, tried to make a leaping catch. The ball was tipped into the hands of Chadwick Gardner, Cardinals quarterback. We have a flag on the field due to excessive celebration.
I mean, I guess the Cardinals are feeling it right now. When you go up 25 points, I mean, you can't have it. You know, you can understand why the players are getting happy out there. Their next step is in the playoffs, and that's a great thing.
Yes, it is. Now, I'm going to respond to a comment by who is the MVP of this chat thus far, in Jada. Now, for a comment to be Braves must not be used to winning, I guess that tells me that you was not born in the 1990s, because the Braves, they went to the World Series 5 times in the 90s, only winning it one time. And from 91 all the way to 2005, they won the National League East Division 14 years straight. And at that time, the Braves, they was more known nationally. They played on TBS back when they was called the Superstation. So you do have a generation of Braves fans who is not accustomed to seeing the Braves win, as the penalty against the Cardinals will be a false start, followed by a penalty on the at the end of the previous play in the end zone. So the Cardinals have dug themselves further back, which don't think it matters because they've scored 25 points and have allowed 0.
Don't comment on the comments.
On 1st and 15, Gardner throwing far side, end zone, ball bobbled and dropped to the far side of the field. Malcolm Simmons on the coverage. Malcolm Simmons was the intended receiver. Anthony Griffin was on the coverage. And responding to Mr. Cobb, again, it depends on what you do in the regular season that will determine if you have a postseason. Now, the Mets, they began to cool off late July, early August, and then the Braves, they caught fire at that same time. They took first place in the division on an 8-game winning streak. Mets lost 7 straight, and the Braves never lost first place in the division, as Chadwick Gardner rushing, stepping out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's going to be third down and 10 coming up. But that being said, nonetheless, congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. Their bullpen was phenomenal, excellent starting pitching, and the Braves made hits when they needed to make hits, from Soler to Austin Riley to Freddie Freeman.
And that's all I want you to say. I mean, that's all. The whole conversation was I want you to say congratulations to the Braves, that I was wrong, that, the Braves won. But you still decided I was wrong.
Well, the proof is in the pudding.
Yes.
However, it's going to be a run up the middle inside the 10, inside the 5. That's Tyrese Williams. He is down at the 1-yard line.
Nice run.
Tyrese Gibson, 5'7" senior, 170 pounds.
I didn't see what happened. They brought that back. What happened? Did you see? That's a flag.
Yeah, flag, likely a hold.
Okay.
Holding against Jonesboro. But yes, nonetheless, congratulations to the Braves. I mean, I saw them getting past Milwaukee, but against the Dodgers, who is well loaded in all areas of the game, and the Astros, who, there was a dark cloud over them for the so-called cheating scandal of the 2017 World Series, and they still have a talented ball club. So nonetheless, the Atlanta Braves, they rose above all other 29 teams, and they are the World Series champions for the first time in 26 seasons.
Right.
On third down and 20, it's going to be a run up the middle, 20, 15, 10, 5, inside the goal line, rushing it in, touchdown, Jonesboro Cardinals from 28 yards out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the dagger.
The Jonesboro Cardinals are definitely showing us tonight that they're ready for the playoffs. They're ready to play. And coming up in, I think it's a couple of weeks, we're looking forward to seeing those Cardinals, see what they do during the playoffs. Great job, Cardinals.
On third down and 20 from the 28-yard line. That was Tyrese Williams. And we had premature movement.
Hey, and let's kill the brave subject. Let's thank the fans and try to wrap up the season for us, okay? Okay? Let's kill the brave subject. Let's start to wrap up congratulate the fans for watching. Congratulate the fans watching, and we're gonna wrap up the season, all right? Talk about the season because the game is almost over, okay? No, yeah, let's start talking about after the extra point.
PAT, snap, hold, kick is good. 32-0, Jonesboro. They have lit the scoreboard up like they're playing pinball. Again. As we are back, the Tigers, they had to be very disappointed because this was a must-win game, but the odds was definitely stacked against them, against a team that they've lost to after tonight will be 5 straight times. As for the Jonesboro Cardinals, they really didn't necessarily need this win, but this win will actually solidify that third place slot in the 5A Region 3 standings. The first 2 slots will belong to Woodward Academy and Creekside. As the kick is in the air, the kick will be out of bounds, and that is the second time that has happened to Anthony Lobo. Could not keep the ball in bounds on the kickoff.
Well, and I want to say a couple things right now. I want to thank the fans out there for tuning in and making this a good year for us here at Georgia Media Network. You guys are what we do this for. Georgia Media Network is about students, and we're actually have been working with students this year and looking forward to coming to your school and working with students. Georgia Media Network is about mentoring students in media. We thank you for tuning in and on the live broadcast, telling your friends, following us on Facebook and YouTube. We actually broadcast on 3 networks tonight, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So thank you for being a loyal viewer. We covered this station this year, and hopefully we'll see you guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys during basketball season. So make sure you follow us and you subscribe. So when we do a live event, it'll pop up on your screen. And thank you, Anthony. Anthony has also been here with me all year long. I just want to definitely take my hat off to him. Like I said, so it's a nonprofit organization. We take time to be here. Nonprofit. We don't get paid to do this. We just enjoy doing it. And we just enjoy our passion. Thank you, Anthony.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me. Second season of covering football is almost in the books. As Caden Bryant with a tackle in the backfield by Jared Gibson, and that touchdown run by Tyrese Williams. That's it. That's it.
Don't comment.
It is 2nd down and 15, a loss of 5 yards. Morton throws near side, ball tipped. Could have been intercepted.
That looked pretty close to pass interference to me.
Yeah,
I mean, he got there a little early.
Yeah, Weldon, he was in position to catch a pass intended for Anthony Griffin, as Donovan Morton checks in at QB. at Mr. Faded, look, not hating, just stating facts, just calling it for what it is. You know, I don't hate the Braves. I'm just stating it. I'm just calling it for what it is. You know, no love lost, not throwing shade, just calling it how I see it. But nonetheless, again, congratulations to the Braves. 3rd down and 15, throw near side, complete, eludes one defender and tackled at the 36-yard line.
Again, I want to say thank you to all the comments out there, you guys. Positive comments and supporting your team and supporting us. We thank you for that again tonight.
As the clock stops at 3:41, as it is 4th down and 9. There's the snap. There's the kick. Almost blocked, but not. Ball down at the 42. Recovered. A loose one defender to 40, 45, 50. Inside the 35, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. The end zone. Touchdown. Jonesboro Cardinals. No flags on the field. And that's that.
The Cardinals are doing what they do. They're just doing what they do.
For the seniors of Monday's Mill, this is not what you was hoping for, but this is what you're getting. And another PAT is coming up. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. Now, maybe there isn't anything to it, but I question Jonesboro's band's current musical selection as they play the late Prince Cry for You. I wonder if that shade being thrown to Monday's Mill. Don't know. May never know. But hey, this has been definitely a fun season. I enjoyed it. Dennis, he enjoyed it. Again, check us out on our social media platforms and our website for our games inside somebody's gymnasium as we will begin to make the transition from football into basketball. Looking forward to that adventure. So keep us looking out for that.
I mean, two of the best bands in Clayton County right here. Jonesboro Monday's Mill has put on a show for us tonight and the fans.
As the Tigers, they are set to get the ball. This will be their 5th possession in the 4th quarter. As Lobo sends the kick, ball received at the 6, gets to the 20, taken down by Scandrett.
And even though we don't have a running clock tonight, a good thing we get out here early tonight because it's a Thursday night and this game did start at 7 o'clock. I see some of you guys came on. I think originally I put up 7 o'clock and had 7:30 and we had to change it. But it's been a great ball game tonight. And we see, and again, I can't help but thank you guys and keep thanking you guys because it's all about you guys, and we love what we do, and we love that you guys are watching us here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter as well.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the Tigers' own 24-yard line. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff that goes nowhere. That was Caden Bryant. He's been very active in this second half. He takes down Jarrett Gibson. As we are under 3 minutes to play.
Cardinals like they're setting up for a delay of game here as the clock continues to run.
Under 2.5 to play. Loss of 1. It is 2nd down and 11. Morton gets the QB, hands off to Gibson, trying to find something out of nothing. He dances, runs up the field, crossing the 25, crossing the 30, tackled just inside the near right hash mark. Gain of about 7. Look like it's going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up. Under 2 minutes to play. Again, however and wherever, we thank you for joining us. We thank you for checking us out on Facebook, YouTube, and apparently now on Twitter. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up. Morton with the snap is going to be a handoff. It will be close to the 1st down marker as Seth Gamble running up the middle. And it looked like he got the 1st down, and he did. And indeed, that is a 1st down. Approaching 1 minute to play. Lakeside, they shut out Clarkston on the road, 33-0. $50 seconds to play. We have whistles being blown. Head referee is telling Jonesboro to tone down the octaves just a little bit. In a game that is well in hand. On 1st down, it's going to be a handoff. This Gibson running to the 40, 45, 50, getting another 1st down, crossing the 50-yard line. Under 30 seconds to play in the final game for the Tigers on the football field, and the final football game for us as well. Under 10 seconds to play. Will they get the playoff at 5, 4, 3? They do. It's going to be a handoff to Gibson. His running time has expired. Gets to the 45, 40. He's to the 30, 25. Cutting back inside, eluding defenders, and he's still running, trying to keep the play and the season alive, and he is tackled down at the 30-yard line. That's Jarrett Gibson, and that is how the cookie crumbles in Hampton, Georgia. Looking at the second half, possessions for Jonesboro. They scored at the start of the second half, 8-0 with a touchdown run. Then in the 4th quarter for the Tigers, they scored on every last possession. They even scored on a touchdown punt return, as well as a pick 6. A touchdown pass, a pick 6, a field goal, a touchdown run, and a punt return that made it 39-0 in favor of the Jonesboro Cardinals. Mundy's Mill lost the fumble, punt, threw a pick six, punt, INT, punt the ball and allowed a touchdown. And Jarrett Gibson got a first down, tried to make something out of nothing, and couldn't make it happen. So congratulations to the Jonesboro Cardinals. They finished the regular season at 7-3 overall, 5-2 in region play. Mundy's Mill is a game that they really needed to have, a must win to be relevant in the position of making the playoffs. They fall to 4-5. No, excuse me. They fall to 3-6 overall, and they fall to 3-4. So Banneker, the ball's in their court now. If they beat if they beat Forest Park, it is very likely that they will make the playoff and wrap up that fourth and final seed. You must be in the top four places in order to make the playoffs. So that will conclude our football coverage of Clayton County High Athletics. Dennis Thomas, your final words.
Hey, guys, I just want to thank you again. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in this football season right here in Clayton County. Clayton County schools, we try to get most of the schools. We went around the county. And thank you guys for being a part of our broadcast. Remember, we're not through. We have basketball season coming up. So I want to make sure you guys tune in. So you need to subscribe, follow, like, all that good stuff. When we get that lets us know that you guys are watching. When you guys are watching, we're streaming, and we're streaming free. And myself and Anthony is here every weekend. We enjoy it. We enjoy what we do, and we want to thank you guys for joining Georgia Media Network for this football season. And we'll see you guys in basketball season. Anthony, I'm out.
All right. Once again, final score on Mundy's Mill senior night. They couldn't get on the board, unfortunately. It was all Jonesboro in the second half, 39-0. Our YouTube MVP chat is Miss Jada. She came with the fire, and she stayed consistent throughout this ball game. He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. This has been a presentation of the Georgia Media Network services. Again, check us out on our website and our social media platforms as to when we will begin our high school basketball coverage for the season. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. Hey.